Well, good morning, everybody. It's Barb Katie here. As you may notice, I'm a little scratchy in my voice today. I had a tiny bit of a cold for a couple of days, well, actually for a week. But I'm much better now and back up going pretty much full speed ahead as this last of the month of the year is upon us. Does not seem possible that we have flown through 48 weeks of the year. But indeed, we have. It is just right here up on us. No, some of you are probably not going to be meeting every week during the holiday season. So you're going to have a little bit of an extra challenge as far as staying focused and stuff, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. You're just focusing on different things for a while, and that can be relaxing and a relief as well. My chapter is going to be meeting each week unless we have a major snowstorm, and we're looking forward to getting together and just, touching base and checking in with each other and wishing each other good cheer and joy and happiness throughout the year that is in front of us yet. There's a lot that can be accomplished in these weeks, and if you're like me, you probably have a list of things to do that's going to keep you pretty busy throughout the time period. Today, I just came in from being outside. Uh, we had a skiff of snow this morning and it was pretty chilly temperatures, but the sun was out. So I took advantage of the warmth of the sun shining on the front porch to bring in all the rest of the Thanksgiving decorations I had sitting out and set out the ones that I'm going to be putting up for Christmas today later on, weather permitting. Not quite sure what the snow's going to do, but right now it's just sort of drifting around and it's not much of anything except for the chilliness. But that should improve too as the day goes along. If you wait a little bit, things do seem to change and life does seem to just get better as you go along through the day. Lifting and toting and putting things up, taking things down, provided me with some really great exercise early this morning. And that getting those things ready to go really pleased my spirits as well. So it's been a win-win morning. I apologize to you for just, what you see is what you get today. I have a long list of things to do and I didn't want to futz around and stuff. I just wanted to touch base with you and just send you a general reminder because this is such a busy month for so many of us to be gentle with the person that you are right now. And to remember that you have worked really hard this year and all the years preceding it to become this particular version of the you are right this very minute. And that's a wonderful thing to reflect on. As I said last week when we were talking about focusing on friends and family, that, we evolve. We tend to not always take a clear look at how we have changed from the children we were to the adults we have become, and that we go through processes as we are growing and learning throughout our lives, not just in one period of time, but every single day in every single way. We have an opportunity and I think an obligation to learn from the experiences offered to us in that particular day, because that is how we develop and grow into the best versions of ourselves, is to look at our past versions and to appreciate what we have garnered from those past versions of ourselves and the ways we have chosen at different points in our times to live our lives, the things we valued, the things we have learned perhaps didn't need to be valued as much or weren't quite as critically as important as we thought they were, uh, to move forward in living our very best lives. with grace and goodness and kindness to others as we travel through. One of the uh, most important things I guess I learned as a young adult was that, and I reflected on that when my boys reached the same age, but as a young adult, I learned that it was not necessary to always be right, that it was okay for somebody to be wrong and give them the opportunity of learning from their own mistakes. I don't think many of us always listened to everything our parents told us. Some things we needed to learn for ourselves from our own experiences in order to develop and grow. And in fact, sometimes I found myself delaying the growth of my own children by intervening or interjecting myself in ways that they did not really need, nor did they want. Sometimes you just have to face your own consequences and say, I don't think that was my most brilliant decision. I think maybe I need to learn to do different from this. It's a much more clear uh, understanding of what has happened as the consequence of actions I took at that age than it is to have had senior members of the family say to me, I told you so. Not helpful at all. And so as I became different versions of myself, I began to mellow out. My boys always say, Boy, you treat the grandkids a lot different than you treated us. And I said, Well, yeah, that's because I learned I didn't always have to be right or to protect you, that sometimes you needed to actually learn to make your own mistakes. And I think that's the way it can be too in any journey we take in life. Uh, whether it be learning a skill, trying to keep ourselves physically fit, eating healthily, all these things. Sometimes you just need to learn for yourself that something has a consequence that you've been denying or ignoring. I know in my senior years, one of the things that I have absolutely learned is, and this is so silly, but it is so true. If you don't move it, you're going to lose it. Uh, I have to stay active so that I can continue to be active. If I sit, I don't care what I tell myself in my brain, I may not be able to get back up again without a pulley system to assist me up out of the chair. I have to keep everything as strong as it can be, and I have to keep moving. It's just a thing. So this version of me is much more aware of the consequences of becoming a couch potato than the version of me in, say, my 30s. I could sit for a good long while and not have, many apparent consequences. Uh, did not because I had kids and I was constantly running then, and that was a good thing. But now that I do have time to sit, I have learned sitting is not my best choice for the day. I need to set aside time in this stage of my life so that I can continue to be active and involved in my own life and to be able to live independently. So this month for me is always a month of reflection. And what I am reflecting on right now is how do I continue to live my best life? What are the things I can do each day that will make it possible for me to continue to do just that? Uh, I know that I would not be where I am right now, good, bad, or indifferent, if it were not for all the past versions of me that have come about. Uh, I know I'll always say my birthday is the start of a new adventure around the sun. And I do believe that every birthday, I get an opportunity to set out on a new exciting adventure around the sun. And right now, I'm a month into this new adventure for me. And I want it to be the best one yet. I always look forward to saying that. Let's make this adventure the best one yet. And had some really exciting adventures. I've had some that were difficult that I would not ever want to repeat again, as I'm sure you have too, but they have helped shape me into the version of me that am today. And what I'm reflecting on as I look forward is how do I want to modify that? How do I want to uh, bring more happiness into my life to make it even more worthwhile than it has been all along? Uh, I guess basically, because this is not going to be long, this month we're all busy. We don't have a lot of time to share, but what I would like you to do is cheer yourself on. There was a post in Facebook that really resonated with me, and it was in our empowering group from one of our contributors, and I thought, yeah, that's exactly right. That really hits all the special points of what I see as living a good life is. So cheer yourself on and don't ever give up on yourself. Uh, your present self, who you are right now, is currently laying the foundation for your future self, whether you're consciously thinking about it or not, by your thoughts, by your actions, by your behaviors, you are setting up the next version of yourself. So when your birthday rolls around next year, you'll be ready to go off on a brand new adventure. Um, be it inch by inch, be it ounce by ounce, be it step by step, or joy by joy. Enjoy the present as it comes to you each and every day. Present by present, moment by moment, we go through life. And it is those special moments, I think, that we treasure most. Not necessarily one broad scheme of things that we contemplate and plan on, but present by present, moment by moment, what difference are we making, not only in our own life, but in the lives of those around us during this pivotal time of year? I think we need to focus broadly on our community and make a difference for ourselves and in our community. And if each of us just does the best we can, let that be enough. Just make sure that you are giving it full attention. Be sure that you are doing your best, not just for you, but for your circle and the broader circle that encloses them. The ripple effect is real. You drop a pebble into the water and the ripples begin, and you may never know who on the other shore your ripple will touch. But it will touch someone and in some way change them slightly. I believe in paying it forward. This is the time of the year where we can certainly pay it forward. You're never too poor to give someone else a smile. And that can sometimes be the very best gift of all. So today I ask you to be present in your life every single moment, making every single moment count. Go out there, have a marvelous day with everyone you meet, and I will check in with you later. Bye for now. Have a good one.